What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your girl Lightning, and it is Thursday, so you know what time it is. We are live with Lightning every Thursday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? How your week been? It's Thursday. Talk to me. I'll talk back. But tonight, we having some conversations about the side piece. You know, it's ladies out here that are side pieces, it's men out here that are side pieces. You talking about it. So if you just tuning in, welcome to Live with Lightning. It goes down every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And tonight, like I said, we're talking about the side pieces. They exist. Some of y'all tuned in, been a side piece. You might be in a side piece situation right now. You might be somebody's side piece. But have you ever been a side piece and you ain't know? You found out you was the side piece? Them the ugly ones. But I actually had her write in. She didn't want to put her comment in the comments. But she inboxed me, and you know you can do that too. You can email me at livewithlightning@gmail.com. That is live, L-I-V-E, with W-I-T-C-H, lightning, Lightning, @gmail.com. So if you want to talk to me, and I talk back. When I was younger, I used to say, talk to me quick. So this must be meant for me to be. My mom and them told me that. They told me that's what I used to say. So it was meant for me to be talking shit, shooting spits. That's what I do. That's what I do. So like I told you, you were live with Lightning. And tonight we are talking about being a side chick or a side brother. Side men out here. No, they the side man. No, they the side man. No, she in a hard relationship, married, everything. They know. And they still doing what they do. Grown folks gonna do what grown folks want to do. That's a fact. That's a fact. You can't, ain't no denying it. Stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, tonight we are talking about side chick. So I had a writer write, and the name that she wants to go by is Mika. And Mika wrote in and said that she is presently a side chick and has been a side chick for the last 6 years. And the reason that she is a side chick is because she does not want commitment. She does not want commitment. So I started thinking about that. You know, some people out here are in relationships and they do not want commitment. They don't want commitment. So they would rather be comfortable. You find your person, somebody that you vibe with. And if they got a person, then you the side piece. You know, some people, that's what floats their boat. I know. It's different. You know, nowadays the game has changed sexually. It's a lot of stuff going on sexually, but I think the most important is to be honest about however you feel, whatever that is, whatever it looks like, feels like, you need to be honest about it. You know what I'm saying? So simple as that. Simple as that. So that's what she's been in. You know, she's been in a side piece situation for 6 years. And the reason that she does not want to settle down because she fears commitment. And when I asked her, why does she fear commitment? She said that she's been hurt so many times and she just doesn't want to ever be in a solid relationship. So she's comfortable just being a side chick. So then my next question was, you know, sometimes, I mean, everybody can't, some people, and I feel her because some people cannot differentiate between sex. Some people cannot differentiate between just sex, you know, and they get emotionally attached. You know, they, want to do, it's just a lot, you know what I'm saying? Instead of it just being just sex, you know? So when you get emotionally attached and you have feelings and all of that, you know, then you got other decisions to make, because then if you develop feelings, it's a lifestyle for that too, you know? polyamorous, you know what I mean? So we just have to start being real with what it is that we want, what we desire, you know, and not faking the funk, you know? So, and it's a matter of being transparent and being truthful about it, being true about it. You'll find your tribe. Everybody may not be down for it. That's fine, but it's your tribe is out there if that's the lifestyle you want to live, you know. But I just thought it was very interesting for her to tell me that she's not she's content with being a side chick, and she's been a side chick for 6 years, you know, and she didn't identify if his relationship, if she knew about her, but she has been very content being the side person for 6 years because she's not wanting to commit. And so Jamal chimed in and said, define side piece. I would say my interpretation of a side piece is anybody that is in a committed relationship, an established committed relationship, whatever it is, whatever it's labeled, whatever you're calling it, if it's a monogamous or just period, committed relationship, and excuse me, you got something on the side that is not known to your other party, you have not, you know, brought it up that you are interested in polyamorous lifestyle, and you got this other person on the side. So that person, to the woman, the man is the side piece, and to the man, the woman is the side piece. That's what would be my identification. That's how I identify the side piece. Or in the side pieces also can be categorized if you're in a polyamorous situation and they have, I was watching a video last night about this couple and they live the poly lifestyle, and they were talking about like she decides who she wants to bring home, or, you know, like he may meet women and he'll bring them home, or, you know, introduce him to his wife. He'll date them for a while, then he'll bring them home to his wife. And she was cool with that. But if the wife disapproved and the wife was not feeling the person, it was shut down. No, end of discussion. It was, you know, like if she wasn't involved, but then once they made that establishment, they were involved together, then he was allowed to go and be with her, and like they had an understanding. So I think that's pretty dope, you know, to be able to be that kind of transparent if that is the lifestyle that you're choosing to live, you know. So the side piece could be the side in that, because again, they are in a committed relationship, whatever that is, an open marriage, so to speak, you know. So what would you say? Do you agree, Mr. Jamal? Mr. Jamal. No, I'm always giving you shit. So yeah. But I often hear a lot of times that people like to be in side piece situations so they're not in the commitment. You know, they don't have to deal with the emotional aspect of things. They don't have to deal with nothing. It's just whatever y'all have, you know. And then, but sometimes people fall in love with the side piece, you know, because sometimes the side person, sometimes they say it's everything that your committed relationship is not, you know. That person might be more exciting. They may be more advanced sexually. They may have a better personality, but you still vibe with your partner, you know, but you like kicking it with this person, you know. So whomever that person is, in my category, is the side piece. What say you? What's up to all the side pieces? What's up, Gisto? Yeah. What's up to all the side pieces? Facts. Jamal and Emmett on the line. Yes. So if you're just tuning in, you're live with Lightning. It goes down every Thursday night right here, Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And tonight, like I said, we're talking about in the life of side piece. And it could be a man or a woman. So any of my brothers chimed in, you been a side piece? Mr. Get Some, you been a side piece? Jamal, you been a side piece? You knew she was in a relationship, but you still wanted to do whatever. You been in side piece situations? You know? I mean, I don't know. But is it fun when it's sneaky, or is it more exciting when it's open and transparent? Because being sneaky can be fun too, you know? Being sneaky can be fun too. The sneaky links. The sneaky links. Oh, you missed the captain side piece. Hell no. You need to jump on, Mr. Captain side piece. You need to be my you need to be my co-host tonight, since you the captain of the side piece organization. But you know, some people will say, but again, I think you're entitled to be who you are, how you want to lead, how you want to live your life, you know. But if it's affecting other people, then you have to be open and upfront and honest, you know. That's the best policy. But again, I understand the sneaky link too. I get it. There's no right or wrong. You got to live your life however you want to live your life, you know. Got to live your life however you got to live your life. So if you're just chiming in, you're tuned in with Live with Lightning. It goes down every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And tonight we're talking about being a side piece. And then some people will say, I've been reading articles. Some people will say that it was opinionated that some of the people that are side pieces not only fear commitment, but had low self-esteem, you know. But again, I think it should all be honestly based on what it is you want. Like, you think about it, everybody has a way of life. Everybody has their own aspect of things, of how they want to do things, what they want to do, everything. That's your call, you know. So if you choose to want to do this, then do that to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to be a side piece and that's what you want to be, and that's what you have established, you got your person, you're safe, you know, hey, do what you do. Do what you do. And don't let nobody tell you what you can and cannot do. These are facts. So Jamal chimes in, Mr. Give Some, Mr. Captain Side Piece. He's a mess. Okay, sure. He said any relationship that someone engages in that is unknown, that is in addition to the person they have a primary committed relationship with. Right. That's what I said. That's the side piece. But there's no right or wrong answer, you know. There's no right or wrong answer. Because grown people are going to do what grown people want to do. That's just the reality of it. So I believe in life in general, probably all of us may have possibly been a side piece. You may have possibly already been a side piece, you know. But I think the hurtful is when you don't know. When you don't know. I remember I dated a guy and I found out he was married and I was not married and he was married. And I'm like, wow, why did you lie? You know what I'm saying? And the way I found out was crazy, stupid crazy. So I just feel like, don't lie. Don't lie if you don't have to. But if you have to, then you got to do wrong right. My mama told me that. You know, the Griswold taught me that. Excuse me, said you got to do wrong right, you know. So if you're just tuning in, you're Live with Lightning, and tonight we're talking about being a side piece. I had let me check if I got any more inboxes, because Mika wrote in. That's what she's going by. Mika wrote in and says she's been a side piece and she's content with being a side piece, and she's been a side piece for 6 years. And the reason that she is the side piece is because she does not want commitment. Not wrong, right. Right. So it's not, you're saying, Rose, are you saying it's not wrong, it's right if you're in a side piece situation? That's why I think everybody should just be open sexually. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should be. Like, stay tuned. Stay tuned. There's so more to lightning than meets the eye. Stay tuned. Keep up with me. That's why you have to follow me. If you're here, you're live, you're with me. You need to follow me on Poet Lightning on my Facebook. Share the page. Tell a friend, bring a friend. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you can search it, do the @ and do Live with Lightning. And again, if you want to advertise, or if you have a subject that you want me to talk about, you can email me at livewithlightning@gmail.com. You can comment on the live. You can comment while we're live if you want to remain anonymous. If you don't, your throat chakra still blocked, yours not unlocked like mine. You know what I'm saying? And you still, I'm gonna help you bring it out if that's where you want to go. If you want to go with me, let's go. That's where I'm going. I'm going places. I'm going places. So anybody that has been following me and you've been keeping up or whatever you've been talking about doesn't apply to me, does not matter. If you have a question, ask me directly. Don't beat around the bush. You want to know what I got going on? You done heard some stuff, you seen some stuff, you wonder, you trying to figure out. Well, if you're bold enough and you want to know, ask me. Period. I'm an open book. I don't play no kind of games, Lightning real grown. I'm real grown. So, yeah. So if you're just tuning in, you are Live with Lightning every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And like I said, what we're talking about today is being a side piece. Being a side piece. Jamal said no. I was repeating, not wrong, but right. Yes. So that's just how I feel. That is my opinion. My opinion does not reflect the America viewpoint. This just Lightning. I'm just Lightning, spoken word artist from the Lou. Me, this is me. This is what we talking about. Facts. This is what it is. Yes. So, like I stated, we talking about being a side piece. Can't be a side piece without having sex with a person that's committed to someone else. Can't you be a side piece without having sex with a person that's committed to someone else? Okay, let me read it again, because I had ate a gummy. Okay, so let me reread it again so I can digest all of that. Can't you be a side piece without having sex with a person that's committed to someone else? I guess you could. I mean, because it doesn't necessarily have to be sexual that you're a side piece, but somebody that you are having interaction with, where if you are in a relationship, your mate doesn't know that you interact with that person. You interact with that person and your mate knows, that's one thing. But if your mate has no idea that you have no interaction with this person, then you're sneaking. And then that's the sneaky link. But ain't nothing wrong with that either. Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't have the answers. That's just how I feel. You choose to live your life how you want to live your life. You want to do sneaky links. You want to be in a committed relationship. You want to be bisexual. You want to be gay. You want to be whatever you want to be. Be who you want to be. That is you. That is your life. It is your walk. Period. Yes. So it doesn't have to include sex. It doesn't. It doesn't have to include sex. I mean, I think, I guess I kind of felt like I had this online side piece situation. I don't know if you guys have ever heard me talk about it, but I've talked about years ago, this back in MySpace days. I was chatting with this brother he was married, and he was having relationship issues, and we really clicked online, just totally clicked online. We were chatting. We became an everyday thing that we would talk, and he started trusting me and sharing with me some problems that he was having in his relationship. And I would be very honest and transparent and give him suggestions and he would, tell me what was going on, and I would give him pretty sound advice and suggestions of how he could help his relationship. And he started listening to me, and he started doing the things that I was telling him to do. And he would be honest and transparent with me about what he said, his behavior, whatever. And I would tell him, you know, whether he was in the right or I felt like he was wrong, or how he could have done things differently, whatever. He allowed me to just be naturally me and share whatever it is I wanted to share with him. And he took heed, you know, and it actually helped their relationship. So one day, we were chatting, we almost had like a rhythm, like, you know, whatever the schedule was, we were always on point. We were there ready to chat, you know. And one day I got on, and I don't know, I never met him in person. Everything was online, but I felt the person typing wasn't him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I can explain it. I knew it wasn't him. I just knew it. I knew it wasn't him. And it turned out it wasn't him. It was his wife. And she had actually logged in because he told her, because like she started to notice the change. She was like, "You changed. Like, what has really happened? You met somebody, or you cheating on me?" Or, you know, she was feeling some kind of way. And he told her, he was like, "Nah, you may not believe me, but I met this sister online, and we've never met, and we literally talk every day, you know, and we have chats, and I mean, I've helped her, she's helped me, and it's like, it's just real cool. Like, she dope, she cool." And that's what she told me. So she actually logged in to tell me to read her entire chat. She read the chat, you know, and actually at the end of it, she said she logged in to tell me thank you. You know what I'm saying? She said thank you. And she was happy. She actually commented that she was happy I was his side piece. So I was the virtual side piece. And it was non-sexual. We actually never even met in person ever in life. You know, never met him, you know. So yeah, I never met him, but I was his virtual side piece. So if you're just tuning in, you're live with Lightning. It goes down every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And tonight we're talking about being a side piece. My brothers out there, you've been a side piece. My sisters out there, go on and chime in. You've been a side piece. Come on. Tell us about your experience. Tell us about your experience. Are you currently a side piece? Because there's side pieces out here. We out here. I said we. Oh, I just can't press. Get some. You got competition. You're not the captain anymore. I am the president. No, I'm not. Okay, so let's see. What comments do we have? Yes, Jamal. Hey, Kevin, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. You're live with Lightning tonight. Jamal said, I think people can be open about side pieces if their person is open. If their person is open, you know. So that's what, you know, it has its side effects. It has the negative effects as well, but this is the reality. People are in side piece situations, entanglements. You know what I'm saying? Like Jada and Will Smith and August Alsina. August was the side piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the reality. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. But, you know, but if that is your truth, then you should live in your truth. It's not fair. If that's how you feel, it's not fair to a person who believes that you're in a monogamous relationship with. If, you know, then you need to change your lifestyle. You know, look into being polyamorous. You know, that way you can be transparent and be truthful. You know, I'm starting to really feel like I am solo polyamorous, like really. But again, stay tuned. More about that's coming later. So tonight, if you're tuned in, you're live with Lightning. It goes down every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And tonight we're talking about being a side piece. Have you ever been a side piece? Have you ever been a side piece? But yeah, definitely Jamal. I 100% agree with you that people can be very honest about being a side piece. You said Will Smith was the side piece. No, him and Jada were married. And I don't know them personally, but there's been so much conversation, so much commentary about their marriage. There's so many people have said that they had an open marriage. In an open marriage, then was there any violation? Like, I don't understand with the open marriage concept. I mean, to me, open marriage is you're open to him being intimate with other people. He's open to you being intimate with other people. Y'all can be intimate together. Like, that's my definition, I would think, as an open marriage. But again, what do I know? What do I know? I know nothing. So let me see. I'm refreshing the comments. It's always this part of the show when it starts to get a little janky. I don't know. My comments start coming through. But I thank you so much for tuning in with me tonight. You could have been doing anything else, but you chose to be live with Lightning. It goes down again every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Standard Central Time. But I disagree with you, Jamal. Will Smith was not the side piece. He was married to Jada. They were legally married. Just my opinion, though. Just my opinion. I get, and then in a polyamorous environment, I guess whomever is considered the primary person, then the person that they invite in, that's the side piece, you know. But I say be an adult. Do wrong right if you're gonna do wrong. Do wrong right if you're gonna do wrong. You know, that's the smarter way. Don't hurt nobody's feelings. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. Yes, be an adult. That is the truth. That is the truth. That is the truth. So many more people need to be adults, you know, speak their mind. Speak their mind. If that's the lifestyle you want to live it. There's nothing wrong with it, you know. There is nothing wrong with having hypersexuality. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with somebody that wants to be reserved and they're prude and don't, you know, want to talk about sex and feel that is them. Like, everybody is entitled to their individuality. You know what I mean? Whatever you're in, that's what makes us all, that's what makes up the world. Everybody can't be the same. Everybody can't be the goody two-shoe girl. Everybody can't be the proper. I mean, you have to have the mix. You have to have the mix, you know? That's just what it is, you know? So some people are cut for that particular lifestyle. Some people are cut for this lifestyle. Whatever it is you choose, then own your truth, whatever that is. You want to be a crackhead for life? Be a crackhead. That's your choice. That's what you want to do. Those are the risks you're going to take. You want to be a sex worker. You want to do what you want to do. Live your life. Do you. Do you. At the end of the day, do you. Be an adult. And don't drag somebody into your bullshit if you want some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Period. Big dot. I love that shit. My little nieces, my little poetry nieces, they hit me to that and I took it and ran with it. We were at a show one night and they was like, big dot, period. And it just stuck with me and I like it. I like it. So like I mentioned, if we are on the live and you have something that you want to say while we're live, you can, and you don't want to type it in the open chat because your throat chakra is still unblocked, or you just don't want people in your business. You don't necessarily have to be your chakras blocked, you know, but you just don't want people in your business. You're not living out loud like I'm currently doing. fine. That's fine. But you still want to participate and you still want to rock and you still want to be live with Lightning on Thursday. You can email me at livewithlightning@gmail.com. I got my equipment set up. I got it. I see everything. I see you. So if you want to email me while we're live, because you don't want to type in the chat, I can see your email and then I can tell your story or I can make your comment and you just tell me who you want. I won't disclose you. I won't even have to say a name. I'm just going to tell what you said and we're going to talk about it. Okay. So if you're ever live with me on a Thursday night, again, and you got something that you want to comment on, or you got a subject that you want me to talk about, you just want to hear what my opinion of it is, what I think about it, and have my audience that are rocking with me that tune in every Thursday night talk about it with me. You can email me at livewithlightning@gmail.com. So if you just tuning in, we started at 8 o'clock. It goes down again at 8 o'clock. But tonight we are talking about being a side chick or a side brother, because it is side brothers out here that are side brothers. Do you think, what do you think? Do you think we see more side chicks or do we see more side brothers now? What you think? Is it more side chicks or more side brothers? Because women be cheating. Women be cheating. Women be cheating. They do. They do. Okay. Okay. So Jamal says, in my opinion, when you have more respect for the person you started entertaining more than your spouse, then that spouse becomes the side piece. Well, that's a way to flip it. You always flipping some shit. That's a way to flip it. So if you are now so engaged in the side piece that you're barely spending time with your mate or your, because they've had some situations where like holidays and Valentine's Day, if you have emotionally, like it's like a whole nother relationship you're in with the side piece, and it's not just sex or it's not just you all conversating and hanging out or doing particular things, you're actually like in a relationship, like spending nights and shit and trips and shit, then yeah. Just, but I mean, what if they all come together though? So you're strictly speaking on if he's spending more time with the side chick and not more time with his wife, then the wife at that point becomes a side chick. Yeah, I guess. Because nowadays being legally married means nothing. You know, marriage, and that's why I think more people should really live in their truth, you know, and be who they want to be and live how they want to live, transparently, openly. You feel me? Rose chimed in, replying to Jamal, side chicks for sure. Brothers know their places and don't allow emotions to interfere. Yes and no. Yes and no. You know what I'm saying? I would say I agree with you the majority of the time, Rose, because, you know, men are less likely to attach their emotions to the side piece situation, but you'll find women attach themselves more to the side piece, you know, to the person, but it reverses sometimes. You know, it's been some side brothers that's like, hey, my feelings have changed, and I think that's okay, you know, that because I'm just big on communication. So you can start off in a situation and say, okay, I understand you got somebody, I understand she don't know or whatever, but this is what we have an understanding. We're mature adults and this is what we're doing or whatever. You know, you're establishing the rules, you're establishing the boundaries or whatever, you know, and you're entering that type of relationship. Fine, you know, but the if your emotions change, where all of a sudden now you're developing feelings and you're starting to feel like, well, you don't really spend no time with me and you always with her, and you know, and or vice versa, and the man, like, you know, you don't really got no time for me, you would do, you know what I'm saying? And then it's a problem, You know what I'm saying? Then you might not want to be side, so you got to have those established, those rules established. And again, different lives, it's different strokes for different folks. Everybody does not have the right mindset. Everybody does not have the right mindset to differentiate just sex. You can just be intimate with somebody and it just be that. And you can care about that person, enjoy that person, but don't have that emotional attachment to, or why you didn't call me and who you talking to and any of that. You're like, you wouldn't have any of that going on, because it's simply two consenting adults doing what consenting adults want to do, but I don't know. Just my opinion. The views of Live with Lightning are strictly those of Lightning. I own all of my opinions, and I am not trying to tell you to change or do anything different. That is my disclaimer. But if I can help you in any way, and you want to be whatever you want to be, and you tired of whatever, let's walk. Let's walk this journey together of completely loving ourselves for who we are and being exactly what we are, whatever that is. Okay. Rose said side chicks for sure. Brothers know their places and don't allow emotions to interfere. So I was, that's very true the majority of the time, but there have been some instances for sure where the brother has changed his feelings, where he's feeling stronger and he's no longer cool with the primary, you know what I'm saying? Or recognizing that he is the side piece. He gets uncool with that all of a sudden. And if that happens, it's okay. You just need to reconvene and have a new conversation, just have a new conversation. Hey, mature adults. Hey, I didn't mean for it to happen. I know we started off and this is what we said we was going to do, but my feelings have changed. Like, I'm thinking about you now. I'm wanting to spend time with you. I wanted this and that with you. Then you got to reconvene and y'all got to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's okay. And if that person is like, hey, well, that ain't what I signed up for. This is what it was. I'm still where we started. I'm still with just sex. And that's that, that's what that is. And you got to make a decision if you can handle that or not. That's just the reality of it. Jamal said ratio of single unincarcerated heterosexual men to single women in our community is 22-1. What do you think? Who do you think has more side pieces? Definitely men. Definitely men have more side pieces. I would think. But if you're speaking strictly on the incarceration statistic, then it kind of leans both ways, but there's a lot of women out here that's got side pieces. It's a lot of men out here that's got side pieces. And sometimes, they kind of like the combination. They like who they're with, or they wouldn't be with that person. They like who they're with, but they like the excitement of the side piece. The side piece may do something different, or the side piece may not have any inhibitions, where she's like, yeah, I wanted this, I wanted that, I'm into this, I'm into that. So she's the excitement, that's a factor too, and then sometimes that just have a conversation, with your mate and say, hey, have you ever thought about this? Or have you ever thought about that? And that person might be willing to change. That person might be willing to live that fantasy for you, Vaughn chimed in and said the rules are the side chick, side brother knows all your business while the spouse is in the dark. Very valuable point, because you probably do share and have more shame. You should be able to speak with your mate and be able to communicate. But in today's society, you probably would find yourself more able to speak more freely and transparently and not feel judged. by speaking to the side piece, because again, you can just walk away and go home, you know, versus being at home with the mate. You got to continuously hear them, you know, but it's also, I think it's good to get other people's opinion on certain things, you know. So a side piece, that's a really valid, you got a good point there. So he said the rules are the side chick, side brother knows all your business while the spouse is in the dark, because he or she cares about the spouse's feelings, whereas the side piece, he really give a fuck how they feel, so they know everything. Deep. So it's like almost you get the full skinny, you get all the truth, everything as the side piece. And Vaughn is saying that you would get that type of information because, you know, you're just the side piece. You don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? So they would definitely be open and share way more with you. And in my experience as previous side chick, you know, they would share more information with you. Like you actually would know, they're more open with you and like say, hey, yeah, I'm sleeping with this person, and this person. You know what I'm saying? So that you're open, like, so that you know exactly what you're getting yourself into, because you all have established that I don't have any emotional attachment to this. I love you as an individual. I love you as a person. I enjoy what we do intimately, but I'm not interested in a long-term committed relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I can see that the side person is getting more information. You know what I'm saying? She get all the deets. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't have nothing to hide from her. You know, versus your main chick, you know, shall we say the main chick. So if you're just tuning in, I appreciate you for tuning in, but we are here every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. It goes down for Live with Lightning. And tonight we're talking about being a side piece. So very, 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 very valid points. Let's say Rose chime back in, is replying to Vaughn. That's the Facebook men tell. But if men really cared for their wife, they would be open and honest. Allow her to say if she wants that for her life or not. People are too selfish and only think about themselves. I agree with you there too. I agree with you there too, but I also know that there is a sneakiness. There's an excitement to sneaky. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. You know, more people's opinions is that is wrong. And you're saying that it's not right. And I agree with you there, you know, but I don't think a person should be condemned because they have something on the side, you know. But I also feel like if you want that lifestyle, and if it's one thing to have one, you know, couple or whatever, but if it's a continuous thing, then if your mate is open to that, it's okay to share. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. Like I said, just my opinion. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. So yeah, you could send hearts, show some love, help me keep the show going. We have a lot of fun here. Live with Lightning. You can always send stars that are while we're live, or you can shoot me anything in Cash App. I appreciate all your donations and all your love. My Cash App is right at the bottom of the screen, Lightning1. Or again, you can send stars through the app and I get those too. So I appreciate it. I'm going to keep bringing the content to you again every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. If I ain't said it enough, I'm going to keep repeating myself. And if you have a subject that you want us to talk about, you can email me at livewithlightning@gmail.com. And next week, we're going to have real good fun. We're going to have it's going to be like the lightning board. That's what we're going to call it. The lightning board. So I'll have some guest hosts, and I'm going to surprise you with who the guest hosts are, but we're going to be doing like a square table, because I don't think we're going to be round because everybody's in a square. But it's the striking board. That's what we're going to call it, the lightning striking board. But again, we're going to have a group conversation about a particular subject, and I'm going to share that with you. you'll get the information on Monday, what the group conversation is going to be, but that will be happening once a month with a group setting of people, of us talking and you interacting as well. So like I said, we're continuing to grow. I appreciate you for being with me, rocking with me on this journey as I do everything that I'm doing. I appreciate all your support. I really do. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I can't sing, but y'all know I can spit poetry. So I'm gonna write an appreciation poem. And I know Jamal's still on here and he gonna remind me to do it because that's what he do. Okay, so let's see. Jamal chimed in and said, then there wouldn't be a title called side piece if the spouse knows. That's not, I disagree, Vaughn. The person, if I think it's a category of a side piece if a person is in a committed relationship, whatever that is, doesn't necessarily have to be married, does not necessarily have to be, you know, they're cohabitating, any of that. If they are in what is established where people, they feel is a monogamous relationship, that means one-on-one, one person, one. Anything outside of the one is side. You know what I'm saying? So that person becomes the side piece. So vice versa, if the woman is married and she's messing with a man, the man is her side piece. If the man is married and he's messing with her, then she's his side piece. Just my opinion. That's my interpretation. That's my interpretation. So yeah, so I disagree with you there, Vine. You know, so it's still in the category of side piece. It is. Jamal said, can liars and cheaters really be trusted to stay within the rules that are established between the two liars and cheaters? I think it's not. I think it's not. If you're lying and you're cheating, that's one thing. But if you're open, you're not cheating. Yeah, you establish the rules based on being an adult. But again, if your feelings change, then you discuss that. If all of a sudden you get your emotions involved and you're starting to feel a certain kind of way and your feelings have changed, then you need to revisit that because that person may not want that. That person may still just be interested in just what y'all got, you know. But I think it's unfair in certain situations when, you know, you start off and you know you're a side piece, you've been a side piece, you understood the situation, but the person tells you that they are getting out of that situation, you know, that they're coming out of a relationship or their relationship is ending and you get involved with that person and you want a relationship. It's one thing to not want a relationship, but if you actually want a relationship and that is what you're longing for and you just so happen to meet this person that you feel like is for you, everything matches, but wow, you met them right time, wrong time. I mean, right place, wrong time. You know what I'm saying? And then you get with that person and there's, you know, continuously saying that they are going to be getting out of that situation and they don't, then you can get hurt. You know what I'm saying? That if you're thinking that they're gonna, because there have been situations like my first husband, I met him, he was in a whole relationship. Like he wasn't married, but he was in a whole committed relationship, living with her the whole nine, and left me. I mean, he met me and never went back home. You know what I'm saying? And I was married to him 15 years, you know, so things happen, you know, that's the reality of it. Things happen. You just got to be real, tell the truth. So your comment again, can liars and cheaters really be trusted to stay within the rules that are established between the two liars and cheaters? If you're being an adult and you're being open and you're being honest, then I think you can stay within your boundaries. It's not lying and cheating, but I guess it's lying and cheating when you got the sneaky link. But it's fun, it's exciting. I know it's crazy, but it's the truth. Excitement could lead to STDs, pH balance, and diseases that's not curable. To think that the sneaky link is only sleeping with you is crazy. Okay, now we finna get into some nitty gritty. So now we're speaking on the definitely you should protect yourself. That is definitely top dog. That is very true. But the reality is, and it's a sad reality, a lot of people don't, so if you are having unprotected sex, then prayerfully that you are having sex with somebody that is safe, and you're not going to bring anything to the table. Maybe you are just being intimate with that person, but that's why, again, that's even more so important about being upfront and honest about what you're really doing, especially if you're having unprotected sex and you're having multiple partners, so you do need to be open and honest. So when I was single, if I was being intimate with more than one person, I was open and honest about that, but I also did protect myself. I felt like I was the true essence of single. I had no qualms about identifying that I was dating more than just you. That was the case. I mean, I was very bold with it, so I think more people need to be that kind of bold, honestly. But if people are scared because they don't feel like they're gonna, get. That's why a lot of men don't, a lot of men won't be upfront and forthcoming about their desires to live that kind of life or want to have multiple partners, because they don't feel like the woman is going to go for that. And if that person doesn't go for that, you can't make a person go for it. That's just not what they want to do. And that's okay too. But you got some that actually do, so why not find your people? You know what I'm saying? If that's the lifestyle you want to live, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But you definitely have a very, very, very valid point. So if you are having multiple sex partners, and be open and upfront and honest, but definitely protect yourself. And if you're having raw, unprotected sex, make sure that you are being safe and you are not having multiple partners, if you are sneaking around, because that would not be cool, to bring anything to either party, so maybe just have one, you know what I'm saying? Don't have multiple sneaky links. Like that ain't cool. And hopefully you match up and y'all pH balance. I'm just being real. I know the reality. I know the reality. And it's real. But you definitely have a valid point, Rose. So you definitely have to protect yourself and be smart. You know what I'm saying? Be smart about what you're doing. But I'm also a realist. Everybody in America, that's why the diseases are still popping up. But some people are disease-free, and whomever else they sleeping with is disease-free. And fortunately, the women's pH is balancing. And ain't nobody got no problems. So hey, but to each his own. I'm not saying that's how you need to live. I'm not saying that's what you need to do. I'm not trying to change your way of thinking. I'm just opening your eyes to my truth, how I feel. So that's that. And you can take with that as you will. And if you got something on the inside of you that tells you why not be this or whatever, then again, just live in your truth. That's all I'm saying. Live in your truth. So again, you're tuned in. We're here every Thursday night for Live with Lightning. Goes down 8 p.m. Central Standard Time every Thursday night. And like I mentioned, next week, we will have a group panel and we will be having a wonderful discussion. So we're going to have a really, really good time. And you'll get the flyer and you'll see, possibly, got to see how the flyer is going to go. If I can get all 4 people on the flyer for the square table or the lightning box. It's the lightning box. It's the lightning box. It's the lightning box. And we're going to have a group conversation. It's going to be really dope. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. So I'll be announcing the subject that we will discuss next week. So I'll let you think about it all weekend. So in the meantime, you tell a friend, you bring a friend, go follow me on YouTube. I'm trying to grow my numbers. And again, thank you for your support. Thank you for sending any stars you've ever sent. Thank you for any Cash App love you send me. I appreciate it. Trust and believe, I appreciate it. You guys are helping me get to wherever we're going. We're going on this journey together. So I appreciate you tuning in every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. It is always great conversation. I enjoy the interaction. So if you tuned in just now, you late. We heard 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock. But we have been talking about being a side piece. So anybody else got a comment? Let me check my email. Check my email for the folks that don't want to talk on the live. But we've had some good dialogue, So I'm checking. Okay. No more inboxes. Okay, let's see. If you are sneaking, Jamal said, if you are sneaking behind your partner's back with a side piece, or your side piece sneaking behind the back of the partner you sneaking around with, there is no walking in truth or being an adult. Both sides are being dishonest, the person they are lying to, and thus are probably going to be dishonest with each other eventually. That was a mouthful. That was a mouthful. Hey, Wallace, how you doing? That's in the sense of you're sneaking. If you are sneaking behind your partner's back with a side piece, or you're a side piece sneaking behind the back of your partner, you sneaking around with, there is no walking in truth or being an adult. Both sides are being dishonest. Yeah. That's why you get out of those situations. You get out of the situation. So that's not fair. That's not fair to your person if they feel like you're the only person that they're with. But if they've been honest with you about their adventures, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Thank God, Jamal. You just took all the fun out of being a side piece. You took all the fun out of being a side piece. You took all the fun out. Yeah. So it's being a side piece, I guess, is bad for you. Thanks, Jamal. No more sneaky links. Oh man. No more sneaky links. Yeah, but it's that's right. You know what I'm saying? I just think sometimes it's the thrill of the excitement, but you know, what do you do? What do you do? And I guess if you get to a point where you're not happy, you know, but if you're just having fun and you're enjoying life, and you know, I guess I don't know. I don't even have no comment. I don't know. Because I guess it could be messed up. It could be messed up. Being, you know, because if the person doesn't know and they find out, like, damn you, Jamal. Damn you. Oh my goodness. All right, so don't be a side piece, lady. But there's a song out there that said, "It's my pussy, I can do what I want. I'm a big girl now." No, but anyway, I definitely appreciate everybody for chiming in with us tonight. And again, it goes down every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I appreciate, excuse me. I appreciate the love. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate the dialogue and being here with me and just rocking with me. So we got couple more comments, and then we're about to wrap up the show. Some people are still going to have their fun because they care more about their personal pleasure than being honest and loyal. Very true. Very true. You got a very, very valid point. Erica chimed in and said, I guess overall it's cheating, but it's still a choice that we all free to make. Very true. Very true. So again, thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate you being here with me every Thursday night. Again, it goes down Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure that you're following Poet Lightning page and stay tuned. I got some other stuff I'm working on. I'm just living out loud. You know what I'm saying? So rock with me or not. Show call. I'm not, it is what it is. So I appreciate the ones that do. I appreciate the ones that love me in real life, you know, and are on this journey with me. So again, thanks so much for tuning in to Live with Lightning. It goes down every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you got a subject that you want me to talk about, hit me up. livewithlightning@gmail.com. The final comment of the evening, except for the person being cheated on. See, that's why next week conversation gonna be good. I'm gonna spill one of the beans. Jamal is one of the co-hosts that night. So definitely tune in. Definitely tune in. Me and Jamal we go at it back and forth, but we have wonderful conversation. So definitely chime in next Thursday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I'll tell you what we're gonna be talking about. But thanks for again so much. Love you.